What up, world? It's your boy Mark Walter Ward, Super Fast Show, Super Fast Network. Tonight we got with us Headkrack directly after his celebrity boxing match against Kimbo Slice, which, in my opinion, ended in a controversial draw. So how you feeling, man?
Yo, I feel accomplished, man. Like, going into this, the opponents changed a lot, and when the opponent landed on Kimbo Slice Jr., a lot of people didn't give me a chance in hell, but a lot of people actually was like, yo, Crack, go get him. And yo, like, you always want to get the definitive W, but the fact that I was able to go in there with a guy who does UFC, with a guy who's done this before, and give him a run, I'll take it. I'll take it.
And no scratches on the face and nothing.
No scratches. And if you see a little something here that was like some discoloration from, like, I was trying to like exfoliate like last week. I just went crazy with it. But man, I feel good. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I would do this again at some point. But at the end of the day, the ill thing about combat, it's wild because, like, a lot of times they'll throw names at you, and not saying that I'm like, I fought a bunch of people in any sport, but yo, like, this one was a tough one, not only because he is who he is, but the fact that I have so much respect for him prior to this, you know what I mean? And still, because we have a lot of similar things in common. Like, he's the son of a fighter. I'm a cousin of a fighter. His dad passed and was a major figure in his life. My mom passed and was a major figure in my life. And we're both just trying to just make a wave and make a name for ourselves and get it popping. And he's also like dealing with NFTs now, and I just started dealing in the world of NFTs. So it's just crazy that we have so many of these weird things in common. It's almost like Batman versus Superman. It's like, what? Your mother named Martha too? Which is weird. It's weird shit. So, man, hopefully that we could build, man, get some money together. Like, yo, man, we brawled, no rematches. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm just ready to like do something else now, man. Cause like I'm on the wrong side of 30 to be doing this shit. And I got it out my system, and I'm done, and we have fun, man. Shout out to my manager, Anna. Shout out to my trainer, Pepper Kaufman and Pepper Boxing, for putting me in the gym and really getting my ass together for this, man, because I watched a lot of people who look like they just watched fights to prepare for this fight. And I actually fought people to prepare for it. Because, Mark, even when we did our first interview, I was fresh out the gym.
Yes, sir.
I took this so seriously. Like, I finished my EP before I started training for the fight because I knew once it was time, I was not going to be able to, like, really have my head divided into two places. So now I'm back to the music and hopefully going on some more auditions.
Shoot, that's what's up. I saw on your IG story you got on the phone with your pops right after the fight, right?
Yeah.
What he tell you?
Yo, my pops was happy, and like the cool thing about my dad is like he'll always tell me what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, my pops ain't one of the people like to beat around the bush, pussyfoot, right? So even when I like put on weight and I would go see him after not seeing him for a couple of weeks, be like, damn, thought you was working out. You know what I'm saying? He one of those guys, man. So like I wanted his opinion on the fight, and he was happy, man. So like, and he was proud of me. So, even as like, no matter how old I get, I'm still one of those people who just always want to make his parents proud. And now I only got one parent left, and like a slew of stepmoms or people who like, who are like mother-like figures to me. I just want to make them happy. That's where I'm at in life. So it was cool to like, hear the elation in his voice and all that.
I mean, well, speaking of cool to hear the elation, your son was here. I mean, your son's here about to eat. He was definitely proud. I asked him. I don't know if you heard it. I was like, yo, how you feel about that? Because I was gonna say, was you nervous watching it? But he didn't even give me no time, because he was like, man, I knew he had it from the beginning.
That means a lot, because like my son, more than anybody, sees the work that I put in. Like he sees me coming from the gym, he sees me coming home icing, an injury. You know what I mean? Like, he knows how I take everything serious. Even when I started DJing, I could have just bought the equipment and yelled out, I'm a DJ, but now I legitimately like went to a DJ school. Shout out to DJ JC, DJ Precise, Scratch Academy, to learn how to DJ, because I respect every new craft that I'm getting into. Because there's people who put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into a lot of things, and I respect it. So I ain't gonna just jump into anything without doing the due diligence and put in the necessary work and give it the attention it's needed. So like I don't look like a bum.
Shit, I feel you on that. How'd you think the event was run? From everything I saw, it looked like it was top flight.
Oh man, like listen, man. Shout out to Damon Feldman. Shout out to Bitcoin Rodney. You know, the whack part about being on the card, you have a different viewpoint of everything, right? So like, I hope it looked cool to everybody on the pay-per-view and all that other stuff. But for being from behind stage, it was hard to really gauge what was going on. But it ran smooth, it ran fast, it ran efficient. Even like all the events leading up to it, like yo, it was a well-organized machine, man. So I definitely believe in celebrity boxing and even some of their other endeavors that they're about to get into, like celebrity football. Like man, there is a lot of room for various people to get in, man. So I'm just happy to be a part of it. Hopefully I can be a part of it from an administrative standpoint, or maybe even like as a commentator.
I swear I was just about to ask you that. Like yeah, maybe if you want to keep being involved with it.
That's always been my dream, yo. Like, and I've been blessed because a lot of my dreams somehow come true. So like, I think that might be the next step for me. Like, boxing commentating, because I'm a fan of the sport. I like watching people get down and dirty, and I like calling it, man. So I think this could maybe be a step in that direction.
You live in Cali, right?
No, I live in Atlanta.
Oh, you live in Atlanta.
Yeah.
They don't got much of a regional MMA thing going up there, do they?
It's weird. Like there'll be events that pop up, right, and then they won't do nothing for like 8 months. Because even when I moved to Atlanta, one of the things I was excited about was like there was a lot of fights coming, and there was a whole bunch of like hybrid events. Like I mean, there's been a couple big boxing matches, but we like might get like 1 or 2 a year, if that. You know what I mean? So hopefully, as the sport continues to grow and get bigger, and even with the celebrity component. You know, because people beat up Jake Paul and Logan Paul for what it is, but at the end of the day, they put the asses in the seats.
Yes,
and
sir.
they pack out arenas. So at the end of the day, I don't care who's fighting, as long as there's an interest in who's fighting. You know what I mean? So there's that. And even too, like going back to the whole Kimbo Slice thing, when I first moved to Atlanta, Kimbo Slice had an appearance in Rome, Georgia. And I drove all the way out there with my oldest son, who's here tonight. There was one thing when he was just talking about to meet him. And he couldn't have been nicer. You know what I mean? So even fighting his son felt weird because I have so much respect for both of them. Just vicariously, with his son taking that loss of losing his dad, and then like how immaculately nice Kimbo Slice Sr. was to my kid. You know what I mean? So man, hopefully from here on out, you know what I'm saying, we can figure out a way to like, make money together and
well, I mean, you could look at it like this. I'm sure Kimbo Slice Sr. would have felt like his memory was dishonored if you didn't offer his son legitimate competition off the fact that he had been nice to you, because then he would have thought being nice to you was wasted.
This is true, because Kimbo Slice would have probably like shook somebody's hand and also fought them later if that's what he was like paid to do. So it is what it is, man. It just goes back to, you gotta take it all seriously. Like that name holds weight. And it's, even if you're like the child of Sugar Ray Leonard Jr. You know what I'm saying? Like these legendary names hold weight, and you gotta take them seriously, man. Because like, you're getting hit sometimes in your head. Luckily for me, I think if my memory serves me correct, and maybe when I look at the tail of the tape, maybe I took more, but I think I maybe got hit 4 times. 4 times. But I've trained to take it.
Right.
And not everybody built for that. I watched enough World Star videos of people getting put to sleep off of 1 punch to know that everybody's skull ain't built for this. Thank God he gave me this big ass head. I can take a little bit of abuse, but I'm cool on that right now, man. I want to put my mind in creative things, man, and just figure out what the next level is. I got an ayahuasca retreat that I'm about to go to in August. Excited about that. And maybe after that, I don't want to do anything violent anymore. So like, this was a season. I'm glad the season is over, man. Now it's time to build something new.
Well, I mean, you about to go eat for the first time, so I ain't gonna hold you up no more. But congratulations on your performance, and not just your performance right now, but all the effort it took to get there. And I've gotten to know you a little bit. I like to consider you my friend. I like to tell you I'm proud of you, man.
Yo, bro, I gotta say, like we had an interview, me and you, probably about 2.5, maybe 3 months at this point, and not only did you not doubt my ability in that interview, you gave me words of encouragement, and we kept in touch, and that's real of me. You even came to the fight. That is real in me. So like, thank you. From the bottom of my heart. This is me telling you thank you so much, man. And I appreciate it, man. And I can't wait to see what we continue to do together and build. Because, like, yo, we got so many dope things in common and just so many like, dope points of references. I like when I find other Goonies like myself.
No
you know
doubt.
what I mean? So,
Yes,
like,
sir.
you know, we're a lost breed. So, salute.
No doubt, man. Well, thank you for your time, man. Let's go get that food.
Let's get it.
All right.